Hey peeps, it's Jedd here from Disrupt Tutoring, and as always, it's such a pleasure to join you. Today we're going to deal with a financial mathematics question, which we've taken from the IEB's 2019 Supplementary exam. Right, so let's get into it. They've said to us, Greta was granted a loan of 1.825 million Rand to purchase a house which was repayable over 25 years. So she got an extra 5 years to pay this one off. The bank offered her an interest rate of 9.5% per annum, compounded monthly. Very important. After 9 years of repaying her loan, she decided to purchase a second car. Instead of applying for vehicle finance, she decided to access money from her home loan. Now she has two options. The first option, she would access 75% of each of her monthly repayments over the 9 years without interest. And then option two, she could access 5 times the monetary difference between the original loan and the balance of the loan after 9 years immediately after the 108th payment. Which option would yield the highest amount available to purchase a new car? Show all working. Right, so this is a fairly tricky question, but let's start right at the beginning. So if we look, we need to try and calculate option 1 and option 2 and see how much money each option generates. Okay, but before we do that, there's something we need to calculate. It's our monthly repayment. So let's get that first. So I'm going to say, right, what are our repayments? Okay, so would we use the future value or the present value if we're looking at a home loan that is worth 1.825 million? Yeah, we would use a present value formula. So let's write out our present value formula now. So present value is equal to x, which is what we're trying to solve for now. It's going to be 1 minus 1 plus I to the minus n as its present value over I, which is our interest rate. Okay, so let's plug in the values we know. Our present value here is going to be the 1.825 million Rand that she's loaned. The x is what we're trying to solve for. Then we can, in brackets, plug in all the other values. So it's going to be 1 minus 1 plus. Now our interest rate here is going to be 9.5%. So we can write that as 0.095. And we're going to put that over 12 because it's compounded monthly. We're going to close that bracket. Right, so how many periods do we pay off? So it's going to be 25 years, and there are 12 months in each year. So it's 25 times 12, right? So that's going to be minus 25 times 12. And that is going to be over our interest rate, which is the 0.095 over 12. All right. Okay, so what we can do is we can plug this into our calculator. We would then divide both sides by that amount. And at the end of it, your x value would be 15,944,96. All right, so that's the monthly repayment that Greta would be expected to pay month in, month out. So I'm going to need this for the next question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it quickly. And I'm going to drop it over here just so that I've got access to it for the next question. All right, so I'm going to give myself some space now just to move on. So now what do I need to do? I need to start looking at my two options, right? So let's deal with option 1 first. So in option 1, what do we get? So in option 1, we've got she could access 75% of each of her monthly repayments over the 9 years. Okay, so over the 9 years, without any interest added to that. So let's write that out. So she can access her monthly repayment, so it's 15,944,96, okay? She can access how much of it? 75%. So that's going to be 75%. So we times that by 0.75 over the 9 years. Remember, she's paying that amount every month, so it would be 12 times 9. Okay, so that would be 12 times 9, and that's the number of periods. 12 times 9. We plug that into our calculator, and we get an answer of 1,291,542,010. Okay, so that gives us option 1. So I'm going to write a little, actually, I'm going to save this because I'm going to need it for the next step. That did not go well. Let me try again. All right, that should work a bit better. Okay, so that's option 1, and we're going to need that to compare with option 2's amount. Right, so let's move on to option 2 now. And this is where we need to do a bit of work. Right, so they've said to us, she could access 5 times the monetary difference between the original loan and the balance on the loan after 9 years, immediately after the 108th payment, which means we won't need to grow anything after that 108th payment. Now, the first thing we need to do is find out how much is left on the loan. We need to find the balance on the loan, okay, at that time. So after the 9 years, what is left on the loan? So how would we do that? Well, we would say it would be the accumulated amount of that loan, so growing this 1.825 million for those 9 years at the interest rate given, minus, okay, we need to minus the future value, and that would be how much money we've paid off. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. Let's start off with our accumulated amount. So I'm going to write out my formula. So it's going to be A is equal to, we're going to use our compound interest formula here, principal amount 1 plus I to the n. Right, so our principal amount here, what is our principal amount? It would be the original amount of the home loan, which is 1,825 million. Great. Times 1 plus our interest rate, again, is 0,095. Remember, that's over 12. Okay, and it's 9 years. So we need to say 9 times 12. All right, so once we plug that into our calculator, what do we get? It means that the total amount at that time that is due is 4,276 million. And we've got 835,51. Okay, so that's the accumulated amount, or the total amount of the loan at the end of 9 years, right? So that's an important one for us to save. So I'm going to save that because we're going to need it in order to complete option 2. Right, that did not go well. Let me try and save that. Okay, so that's our option 2. Right, let's move on. So that is A. So now we need to calculate our future value. So essentially what we're doing now is how much money have we actually paid off, where we include the interest rate as well. Okay, so here we're going to use our future value formula, which is our monthly repayment, open our brackets, 1 plus the interest rate, 2 the number of periods, minus 1 all over the interest rate. Okay, let's plug in our values now. So our monthly repayment, we've already calculated, is going to be the 15,944,96 Rand. Okay, we're going to plug in all our values here. 1 plus our interest rate here is still going to be that 0,095 all over. That is going to be 12. Okay, now number of periods, remember it's 9 years she's been paying this. So it's going to be the 9 years times 12 months per year. And we're going to subtract 1. And that is going to be over our interest rate of 0,095 over 12. Okay, right, so once we plug that all into our calculator, we find that our future value is going to be 2,705,886,94. All right, good stuff, 886. Good, so now we've got the future value. So what have we found? We found that the accumulated amount, so the total value of the loan that needs to be repaid after 9 years is going to be this 4,2 million, okay? And we found that we've already paid off 2,7 million. So the difference between these two numbers is going to give us what's left, so the balance due. Right, so I'm going to save this number again, and I'm going to try and do it neatly. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so let's move that to there. All right, so now we've got all of the information that we need, and now we can calculate the balance. Okay, so the balance outstanding between these loans, right? So remember, the balance is going to be that accumulated amount minus the future value, which we've got. So I'm going to just pull them from here. So I've got the 4 million. That's going to come in here. I'm just going to change it so that it's straight. Okay, so that's our A value, and we're going to subtract from that our 2,75 million. Let me try and straighten that as well. Okay, not working too well. Let's try again. Right, there we go. So we've got the accumulated amount minus the future value, which is going to give us the balance on the loan. Okay, so the balance on the loan here is going to be 1,570,948,57. Okay, so that is the balance on the loan. Now what do we need to do? So they've said to us specifically that she could access 5 times the monetary difference between the original loan and the balance on the loan after 9 years. Okay, so that's very important. Good, so that's going to be our last step. Right, so I'm going to make that smaller. I'm going to need it for later. I'm going to erase everything. All right, so she could access 5 times the monetary difference. So what is the difference? So the difference is going to equal the original loan, okay, which is the 1.8. So it's going to be the 1,825,000. We're going to subtract the amount that we've worked out over there, which is the difference, okay, between the accumulated amount and what we've already paid. So that's going to be 1,570, not a grade 0 there, apologies, 1,50948,57. So that's going to give us a difference of, and I'm going to plug it into my calculator with you guys, 948,57, and that's going to give us a difference there of 254,051,43. All right, so now what do we need to do? We need to find 5 times the monetary difference. So we would say 5 times that difference would be 5 times 254,051,43, and that is going to give us a final answer of 1,270,257,15. It seems like she's going to be buying a very, very, very expensive car. Now we can compare our options. So in option 1, we get an amount of 1,291 million rand. Here we get an option of 1,270 million rand. So clearly option 1 gives us more money, and therefore it would be better for her to take that option 1. All right, so that's how you would finish it. You would say, therefore, I'm going to write it out. So remember, you finish off by saying, therefore, option 1 would yield the highest amount. And that would get you a really, really, really well-deserved couple of marks. A very special thank you to our sponsor for making this video possible. Be sure to read all about them in the description below. Also, head over to our website for more of these epic tutorial videos. If you can't find the answer to your question, send us the question. We'll respond with a personalized video just for you. Until the next time, stay epic.